What is up, guys? This is Cruz from New Age Wall Street, and today we're going to go ahead and take a look at ELTK, and we're going to go over it and do kind of like a case study, and I'm going to go over some confidence and some confirmation things that I look for in a trade. Alright, guys, so here's ELTK, which went a little bit crazy today. So it's been, on probably everyone's watch list the last few days. It's came up here from around, the dollar area, and just been kind of, steadily working itself up here. But today, what we were looking at for on it was the fact that it might go ahead and turn SSR. So we had this pre-market. There wasn't a lot of volume here, and it didn't have me too interested. I mean, it closed, kind of up higher, and then it was lower when it in the pre-market here. And so what I was looking for here, what I said was for it to hit SSR, for it to go ahead and run up. So on the SSR here, so the close was at the close on it was there at $7, right? So that I don't, just real quick, since we're already here, I'll go ahead and calculate it. Okay, so it's so I'm gonna go ahead and just do the math and show you, how you would go ahead and do it here. So you take $7, which is the closing price, times 0.9, which would be 90%. And if my keyboard would type here, 7.9, it's 630, right? So at 630 is where the SSR would go ahead and trigger. And so during the open, right, so I have let me change to the 1 minute here. During the open, we had this little spike here, but I was actually trading RBZ is what I was in for this little pop right here. So I wasn't looking at it too much, and I had seen the little pop, so I wasn't too confident, because I wanted it to hit SSR. I knew if we hit SSR, it would potentially make a huge move. So once I got out of my trade here in RBZ, I started, catching my attention. Some guys in the room wanted to go ahead and were asking about it, and so I'll kind of go ahead and bring it right here is what we're kind of looking at. So you see where it kind of came down and it built a base right here at 540, right? So 1-2 candles right here. It didn't go ahead and go any lower than that. That's what you want to go ahead and see. So for it to go ahead and build a base, and for it to go ahead and start pulling away from it, it's not dying. It's not a consistent, downtrend where it's going to go ahead and die. You built a base right here, it stopped, and it reversed. So then I like to go ahead and take a small starter right here when my bars start turning from red to yellow. So that was right here on this candle is when I said this was starting to look good. You get this ascending triangle, kind of ascending triangle type of formation here that goes like this. Right. So and then right here would be where you go ahead and buy it. And so one of my guys wants to go ahead and be a little bit more careful in the way that he trades, and why shouldn't you? So the first rule is to protect your capital. You want to have that extra confirmation, so we want to make sure that it is going in the trend that we did go. The next step from the red bars going into the yellow is my blue candles here. So once it starts going into a blue candle here, that's when it's showing a bullish trend, and it started doing that here. So what I said is, like, once it gets over 580, we're pretty much green lighted to go ahead and get in. So I would just go ahead and set your order there. It moved way too quick to go ahead and have an order, and it just flew. So it was too quick to go ahead and have it in. I don't think he had the order out before it, so we missed the initial move right here. I did not go ahead and trade it because I already made my money. My profit target, since I do have the small account right now, is $100 a day, and I had already met that. So had a bunch of FOMO, but I stayed disciplined and I didn't trade anything else. So then it ran up, right? So it runs up here, And this is what I kind of want to talk about is a second entry. So if you missed the initial entry, great. But what you want to go ahead and do is to look for a second entry where you could go ahead and get in. So what I said here is that it's going to go ahead and pull back to the whole number, and as long as it holds around in the 7 area, then you could go ahead and get back in. So and so basically you could go ahead and work a little bit of a core if you have the account for it. If you have the ability to where commissions aren't going to kill you, or and you're maybe even over PDT. So on the dips you go ahead and buy, and then on the tops you go ahead and sell a little bit until you go ahead and you get the push up. Now, one thing I did, like I said, want to talk about is the confirmation in a trade. So what I think of as confirmation on a long is for the stock to go ahead and stay above the level that you're looking at. So we're looking right here, right? So on these you see how it has this support here. So that's what I was saying, is that it needs to stay above this support in order for it to go ahead and stay bullish and keep on running up. So which it did. What you don't want to do is you have an order here, right? You get into the trade and then it moves in the direction that you want it to, right? And you're buying on the breakout. So you're buying on the breakout here, because it broke out of this for a confirmation on the move. You want to go ahead and wait until it pulls back to go ahead and add more. So I know, so it messes up your average, and then if it drops against you, you're just kind of screwed. You don't have nowhere that you're risking off of. It doesn't give you, great risk management. So if you're going ahead and buying a little bit lower here, you have somewhere to go ahead and risk off of, right? Off these candles right here. Then so you're looking at from the bottom of these candles to the support right here. 86 is about 5-6 cents. So that's all you. And your profit potential is huge. I mean, I wanted it to go ahead and get to 10. I know it got over 11. So I mean, it's huge, your risk to reward ratio. So as far as the confidence and the confirmation, you want to go ahead and see on the pullback that it holds the level. That's your confirmation that when it holds the level, and to go ahead and get it, get in. Now, I don't buy on these breakouts, because you have these false breakouts nowadays. That's where they'll go ahead and make it look like it's going to go your direction, and then pull the rug from under you, and then you're fucking screwed. So that ended up being an awesome trade right here. So you could even see where the signals are even telling you to go ahead and buy right here. So I mean, the system is kind of set it and forget it, and it does it for you. So and it just ran. So I mean, the cool thing about this study is that when the candles are blue like this, they stay blue until it shows that the trend is reversing. So it gives you the confidence to go ahead and stay in the trade as long as the candles stay blue. And that was pretty much, that's all you needed to go ahead and make your day. I mean, we're talking about 580 right here where I was going and alerting, all the way up here to 10 is where I was wanting it to go. 11 is just bonus bucks. So I also did go ahead and get halted here. I did say that I would have held through the halt with the way that it was moving, and it did open up higher at the halt. So everything worked according as said and explained live, walking everyone through it, and ended up being a pretty awesome trade there. So just wanted to go ahead and go over like I said, the confirmation of a trade and the confidence to go ahead and get into the trade. So once you see it makes a spike and it pulls back here and it holds that level, especially around a whole number. So you got that, the psychological whole number. Then you want to, so then that gives you the confidence to go ahead and get in for the next step up in the ride. So, but that was pretty much it. Obviously, it kind of chopped around. It got halted on the way down right here. It got halted on the way down right here, and then this is just too crazy for you to go ahead and trade. It's untradeable. Then at that point, I wouldn't have messed with it, but. That's all you need is right here, the beginning, make your money, and go on about your day. So but that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to do a quick video on ELTK, just a quick case study about confirmation and confidence in a trade, and how to know to go ahead and get in. when it does pull back, because I know that a lot of people say that, oh, I'll buy on the pullback, but then they think it's going to go down. So but yeah, if you guys have any questions, anything about, New Age Wall Street, give me shoot me a DM. I'm always open to go ahead and answer you guys, even if you're not members or anything. I'm always here to help. But you guys have a great rest of your day.